Welcome back, you guys. So it is 100% confirmed. We will be receiving a versus game mode in the next huge update. It has been leaked by YouTubers who have already been playing the update, and I guess during one of their live streams, a notification popped up from the already updated Clash of Clans, and everyone in the live stream saw it. So now Supercell has gone out and publicly announced that it is true. There will be a versus game mode in the next update. Now, I did predict something like this about a week and a half ago, where I go full on in depth about this 1v1 versus battle thing. I called it the Colosseum battle, but versus battle works too, I guess. If you want to find out how it will work, I'll leave the link to that video in the description below, but I will also explain briefly how I think it will work in this video. And if you want to hear more, you can go check out the other video for more. So, kind of like in Clash Royale, you would enter a battle against one other player in the world who is of similar ranking, basically done by war weight or attack power. And once you match, you will get to choose a base you want to use on defense, and likewise with your opponent. And then you will each get to scout the other person's base for about 30 seconds, and from there you will each get to train up a fresh army that could be used to 3-star your opponent's base. Now, I don't think you'll have to pay for the army like you would in a normal raid, so just so that it promotes an all-out battle and not trying to find the best bang for your buck. Instead, it will cost gold and elixir to enter into the battle, just to kind of match up against someone. However, you will get a bit of a reward back if you win, so it is all worth it in the end. And this is where the fun part starts. So after each person chooses their base and trains up their army, one person chosen at random will attack first, while the other person spectates the attack. Then it will switch and the other person will attack while the other person watches. Then the winner will be chosen by who got the most stars, and if it's a tied for stars, it will go to who got the highest percentage, and if it's still tied after that, it will be who got the quickest 3-star. And if it's something like a tied 2-star with the exact same percentage for some reason, or both people failed the attack, it would go into a rematch, or it would just be a draw. I think the winner of the match will get some kind of huge loot bonus, and maybe something else that will be unique to the update that we haven't heard of just yet. I also think Supercell will have a lot of room to play around with this by issuing challenges as well, kind of like by restricting certain troops each battle or something like that. Now, this could just be a special event, or it could be part of the actual game mode, but for example, neither player can use the balloon in their attacks, so that when they're training up their army, the balloon is crossed off or just not there, and then it promotes them to try different attacks or challenges them basically to try new things. So it could be stuff like that, and anyways, that's pretty much the game mode in short. Like I said, if you want to see more on that, I will have the link to the other video in the description where I go more in depth about this game mode. I believe that's what the versus game mode will look like, but it also could just be a friendly challenge that you can issue to your friends list, but we will find out very shortly. It feels like it's a lot more, because it didn't say in any of the notifications that like a certain person challenged you to a friendly battle or something like that, so it's more or less the first one. Another thing worth mentioning is that a lot of YouTubers have been recommending to save your gems for this update. And they're also doing a lot of giveaways saying you'll need these and stuff like that. So gems are going to be a huge part of this update for some reason. So as to this game mode I just mentioned, I think Supercell may add in some challenge modes like they do in Clash Royale. Now, if you haven't played Clash Royale, it's basically like the battle that I mentioned above, except your goal is to get 12 wins in those battles by only having less than 3 losses. Now, the more wins you get and the higher you climb, the bigger your prize will be. So I think the top prize would be like a huge loot bonus, but even if you don't make it all the way to 12 wins, you will still get a big reward according to how many wins you got. Or the gems could be for something completely different that hasn't been leaked yet, but the only way to find out is to wait, so we'll have to wait to see for that. I also feel that this versus mode won't be a big part of the update either. It'll just be kind of a smaller thing that would be awesome to have. I just don't feel it would be enough to bring everyone back to Clash of Clans and be as big as it's as big as it's hyped up to be. Plus, everyone who's played the update so far has said nothing but great things, like rating it a 15 out of 10 and stuff like that, and saying it's amazing and it'll revitalize the game. So I think there will definitely be more than just this versus mode. Everyone said that this update should be enough to revitalize the game and bring a lot of people back to their roots and make the game what it once was 2 years ago. And the last thing I wanted to mention was that Lack, a Supercell moderator, has announced that the update will not be released until after the 22nd. So about a week away at least. So at least now we know when to start expecting the update. It won't be coming anytime within the next 7 days. But also the good news is that it will be released during the month of May. So it will be released between 1 to 2 weeks from now is when we should be expecting it. Possibly on a Tuesday or Thursday, because that is typically when they release them. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a huge thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I'm going to be posting everything on the update. Anytime some new information pops up or some new leaks or anything like that, I'll be the first to let you guys know. So make sure you guys don't miss that. And other than that, that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Your lips, they tasted like those cigarettes, staring at the moon.